So I don't know how busy I'll be today, but I know I'll be busy. I gotta go show some houses, but my eyelids are like so bad right now. It's a rough night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. I'm drinking coffee. Pretty soon I gotta get ready to go show something. Them jugs, girl, them jugs. Oh, my legs. I know a lot of people are sleeping right now, depending on where you're at. I get up early. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. No. I said I was going to get on here for a little while. Uh, Austria. I'm watching the Antique Roadshow. Oh, my leg hurts. Hello. Drop your name. Drop your comment. Drop your location. I'm just rubbing my leg, guys, because my feet hurt. Who's in here? Let's see. What's your name? What's your name? I see you. You see me. Yeah, I gotta rub these legs, guys. Because for some reason, it was painful. Gotta elevate them. Elevate. Morning, guys. Morning over here. Could be night where you're at. I wonder what time it is everywhere. Robert Jennings. Hi. Hi, MamigrePo. Hi. I'm over here rubbing my leg because it's like I gotta get more supporting shoes for the ankles because, wow. So much walking up and down. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And I look like a hot mess right now. But I thank you. If you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. Elridge Cleaver, Black Panther Party leader. All right, amen. That is true, though. If you're not part of the solution, well, yeah, I guess you're part of the problem if you're not being a part of the solution. But some would beg to differ, I guess. Let's just put it that way. What's everyone doing on this happy Saturday morning? Good morning, Panther Nation. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Depending on where you're at. Like, I know some people are night right now. Some are morning, some are afternoon. All depends. I'm in the morning time right now. I am in the morning time. Eastern time. What time zone are you guys in? I am in the Eastern Central Time. Good morning, my... What? Snookums, love you. Hey, Seneca, what's up? You know I don't got my glasses on. So I'm just like squinting and reading. But I'm doing good. How are you, sweetheart? Happy Saturday. I hope I didn't offend you, Mommy Grippo, when I said I bet you got some thickness on you. No, you didn't offend me. That's the truth. The truth shouldn't offend, but it does to some folks. But it didn't offend me because it's the truth. I mean, why would I lie? Beautiful MILF. You stupid. Okay, John, I hear you. Hey, Auntie, remember me? Yes, Drive Unlocked. What's up? I love your vibe. Yeah, we had a great live on that time. Thank you for the like. I take likes, guys and gals. I accept likes at the top of the screen. Those are always great to help the channel move along. And once the channel moves along, then we can go more places. I love your vibe. I like what I see. Ha ha ha. Yes, Drive. Oh, it was hilarious. Can you rock me to sleep? Seneca, you crazy. Can you rock me to sleep? I'll be gentle with you and feed me. I used to it. Oh, that was hilarious. All love, Auntie. Love you too, Drive, babe. Yes, have a great Saturday, everyone. Hopefully, you're going to do something. We're getting rain. We're getting rain. Thank you for the hearts. I don't bite. You stupid. How can I get in touch with you offline? Oh, yeah, funny, man. Wow, that's hilarious. But thank you so much. You guys are so young. All of y'all. All of you guys are so young. It's like, y'all too young. mm. Y'all could be my kids, my grandkids. Write my number down. Seneca, cut it out. Robert, thanks for the hearts. Janu, what's up, babe? How are you? What am I doing? Believe it or not, I just got in. It was 7 a.m. in the morning, and I had to go show an apartment to the girl because that was the only time she could see it. And now I'm back home. Pretty soon, I got to get ready to go show a commercial building at 11. And then I got to go show another apartment at 12:30. And then I'll be done for today. And then I'll go live again later on. But yeah, working like always. Thank you for the hearts, Janu, sweetheart. It's 5:51 p.m. over there. I don't know. What are you doing? Lunch? You guys already had lunch or you getting ready for supper? Mommy Greppo, you're beautiful in that dress. Thank you, sweetheart, Robert. Very nice lifestyle of American people, Mom. Yeah, we gotta work a lot though. We gotta work a lot to survive, babe. But it's okay. Hello, madame. You from... Hi. Hi, Red. Lunch and supper done. Okay, you did it early. What you got on me, baby? Here, no work to do, Mom. Oh, I will go nuts. Hello, Red. Red is it red? I don't got my glasses on. I would want you to stand up so I can see what you're working with. Ah, you wish. It's dinner time, Mom. Dinner is preparing. Wow, this early? Well, I forget you at a different time zone. Mom, you're watching TV? Yeah, sweetheart. I'm watching the Antique Roadshow. I know what you're working with. Show them what you're working with. Boom, 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 boom. I'm watching this. The Antique Roadshow. That's where they tell people how much their antiques are worth. And, you know, it's called the Antique Roadshow. Oh. Too much to cook, Mom. 4 items to be made. What? You guys have a 4-course meal? Jeez. But I don't want to offend you. Yeah, you don't, Robert. Of course you don't. Everybody, drop a like on your girl if you're crazy. Drop a like at the top of the screen on your girl if you know you cute. Drop a like on the screen if you want to have some fun today. What's that, Mom? What's what, babe? That's the Antique Roadshow. It's a place where people bring their antiques and items, heirlooms and stuff, and they put a price on it. And some of the things turned out to be very valuable. You read Gulliver Travels? Oh yeah, in school we gotta read that when we're young, like in school. And I've also seen the movie several times. I just like seeing what you're working with. Sure what? Get up. Mm. Is it true, novel mom? Ah, yes and no. You know, it's like a mixture of a person doing things and their imagination taking them further as they were doing the things that they were doing, and they was going further. Thank you for the likes. Janu, what's been going on? And where's G2 and where's Shreya? Why we haven't seen Shreya? What's the use of reading such novel, Mom? Oh my God, my love. That's a wonderful novel. It enhances your mind. It enhances your imagination, right? And it takes you places, you know, that you can only go to in your mind. It is part of the reality, like I said, but it also is good for your imagination. It's my first time on here. Robert, thank you. Welcome, sweetheart. I hope you're enjoying the live. Thank you for, you know, all your flirtiness, and thank you for being a part of the comments this morning. Thank you for the hearts, Janu. Nikki, thank you for the hearts, sweetheart. How are you, Mama? G2 is on duty, Mom. Shri is studying. Okay. All right. They're doing things. Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like. Nikki said, hit the like or hit the... Hey. What's up, Nikki? Another cool day, girl. Thank you, Lord. Another cool day for us. I am not complaining. It is, you know, gonna rain. It is like dark. Not dark, but the sun is not burning today. MamigrePo, I would love to see you twist. You're stupid. Do the twist. Yeah, what's up, Janu? What's up? Hey, Nikki. I think we needed this rain. Oh, I know I needed this rain, Mama. I was burning up. I was, and then I went with the kids. You see that I went with them to the beach, and oh my God, you know that day I had to go to the ER. Yeah, I went to the ER because of heat exhaustion. So I'm just trying to, lay low. I'm not trying to be out there that like that. I mean, Robert, you wish, Robert. Woo, Robert. Don't worry. When I open the gifts to the live, when they open up the gifts to the lives for me, I'll be doing the twist, dancing, singing, doing so much more. And I be constantly doing all kinds of stuff in my lives. But yeah, yeah, it's too hot. Oh my God. You know we got trolls. And where's Marcus when we need him? Marcus. Where's Marcus, man? He's the one that comes up in here and you know how he be. He don't be boo boo boo, but thank you. Yeah. Nikki. Hi again, Granny. Do you remember me? Alden. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Robert, for being respectful to me. I don't bash the trolls. And sometimes I don't block the trolls. I will block you though. I have been known to block some trolls if they get too crazy because it's not nice. It's not nice, and I'm always a nice host. I'm always interacting with all of my villagers, especially, and my subscribers. There is a difference between the two. You can become a villager. How? By being more consistent with the lives and being more involved in the community posts and watching videos. That loyalty is what converts them from subscribers. Yes, they will always be subscribers, but they will also be villagers because how we build is by being part of a village, right? Right, pop out, Marcus. Boom, boom. Mom, did you see Stuart Little movie? Yes, sweetheart. Of course I saw a Stuart Little movie. Nikki, did you see Stuart Little? That was a good movie. Mom, I want to know many things from you. When I see a movie, I see England is very beautiful country. Yeah. England is far from us. England is nowhere near where we're at. It is a beautiful country. It is. Loyalty is everything. Absolutely. Loyalty is everything. I mean, if you can't have somebody or, a group of people or your friends, your families that can't be loyal to you, it's hard. And you got to be loyal to people too, though. You got to give what you want to receive in life, especially. Mom, Stuart Little movie is shooting down in England. Oh, okay. They're doing a remix? I stated myself. Absolutely. Well, I had a great friend. My only bestest friend, well, one of my bestest, there was three, but the main bestest friend ever, slash sister, uh, my bestest friend of 25 years is gone. She's been gone 13 years. And then after that, my only friends are my sisters, my mom, my daughter, as girlfriends like that. Mom, why British come to India? Probably because it's closer, maybe, to them. Gulliver Travels is also published in England. Yeah, those are all English novels. That's why. Those are English authors. So they're English novels, yes. England Home is very beautiful, Mom. Yeah, yeah. They have a different characteristic about them, okay? Yeah, they're more like mansions, little mansions, and they're made to resemble little mansions, cottages. Yes, I like the structure over there for the buildings. Pretty far. I believe, let me see. If I'm not mistaken, I think the flight from here to there is like 8 or 10 hours. Yes, Robert, absolutely. Albert Einstein said, imagination is a preview of things to come. And that is so true. And that's why I'm saying that these novels, you know, and it's important for us in America, okay? I'll just say us over here because as a kid, we was always encouraged, right? Anybody that's in America right now is saying yes. We was always encouraged to use our imagination, okay? Because you need your imagination, right? To produce things, to create things, to think of things that can be done, right? And that's how all these things come about with the imagination. If you don't have any imagination, then you're just there lollywagging and not even thinking of anything because it all has to come through your imagination. And that's why it's important for us to have that. That's something that all the kids, everybody looks at a kid to see if they can imagine. Like when I have my granddaughter, God bless her soul, MJ, all of them, but now that the little one, MJ, we're trying to create her imagination, right? So we buy her a kitchen set so she can imagine that she's cooking. She can imagine that she's in the kitchen, right? That's imagination. You buy her a little mop set, she can imagine that. The little cashier thing, she could imagine checking people out. It's all about imagination. It's very important. And mom, when I was in school, I read about Albert Einstein. So mom, at which place they do experiments and how they get money for doing experiment? Oh, well, they do experiments in very different places. I mean, experiments are not are they're not only done at a chemical lab, right? There's all kinds of experiments. That's the thing with imagination. If you have a limited one, then you can't imagine the places that they do experiments. Experiments can be made anywhere, sweetheart. It's not boxed into one building. Because, for example, when they're experimenting with things under the water, in the ocean, right, or in the sea or in the river, wherever, they're there experimenting. They bring their things there that they need to do to see whatever it is that they're trying to find out. That's what experimenting is. Experimenting is you trying to find something and the reason why that something is happening or it's not happening. So you start experimenting, especially when they're trying to find the cure for something. They start experimenting, trying different things. Okay? And so, yeah, and guys, believe me, us that we're from the U.S. of A, by way of whichever way we came, is huge. Imagination, like I said again, is huge. But we cannot think that everybody in the world, right, has that. So we cannot be like, oh, no. You have to be a person that you can explain things to people as best as you can with the knowledge that you have obtained. And that's why it's important to be knowledgeable. It's important to read and try to find out a lot of things so you can have that knowledge, right? Are you from India? No, I am not from India, sweetheart. I am from America, Lamash. Are you from India? Mom, tell me something about the merchant navy. How merchant navy ship riding in water? Well, honey, That is a miracle of the world. It's a marvel. It's actually in the Bible. Yeah, I did say the Bible. It's actually in the Bible how fascinated the Lord is with ships on the sea, because it's fascinating to see a big ship liner, a cruise liner, a freight liner, right? Those boats with the big um, 18-foot trailers bringing products and things, right? And goods. And that thing is floating on the water. It's a marvel. It's inexplicable, actually. But it's real because we see it. And some things that we don't see are even more real than the ones that we do see. What happens if a shark digests ship? It, huh? If a shark digests a ship? What you mean digest a ship? But you look Indian. Okay. That's fine, sweetheart. Because you know why? Maybe because of my heritage. My mom is from Puerto Rico, right? Her dad was from Puerto Rico too, but he was from the Tainos, so he was a very Indian man, but from Puerto Rico. Her mom was a Puerto Rican, but she was from African descent, so hence the darker tones. My dad was a man that he was half Puerto Rican because his mom was Puerto Rican, but his dad was French, so he was French. And he was very yellow in color. So maybe that's why. Mom, you have a Bible? Of course, I have a Bible. This big ship. Yep, those are big ships. What happens if shark or whale attacks the ship? It's rare, sweetheart. It's rare that the sharks and whales attacks those big ships. It's very rare. That's not something that really happens. You know why? Because when those ships are going through, they have propellers underwater, okay, from the engines, and some have shooting, big water out when they go through. So it's not something that draws in those type of creatures. Now, if it was a smaller boat, that's different. A smaller boat, a sailboat, or something smaller, then you got to be extra careful. But them big boats, some things are big. I will host you. Thank you, Lamash. Now with traveling, sweetheart, traveling is made so difficult because of everything that's going on. And so a lot of us Americans, we're staying like put, kind of, trying to at least. Hey, thanks for the sub. Let's go. Good morning from Hawaii. It's 2 a.m. right now. Good morning. Mutual, yes. And of course, you're welcome. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I hope you're going to have a happy Saturday. Beautiful Hawaii. Oh my God. What's the need of merchant navy ship? Goods also comes from train. No, yeah, goods comes from trains. But some things have to come by ship because of where they're coming from. See, train doesn't travel throughout the whole world like that. Connecting is what I'm saying. You could take a train in one place and then you got to get off and take a plane to go to the next place, right? But in a ship, you can send that from a place where you couldn't get to wherever it's going any other way. So they have to go by water. From now on, I'm going to respect MamigrePo's room. Thank you, Robert. I try to make it very informational, motivational, and we have all kinds of topics. If you want to talk about a topic that's interesting, that's really uplifting, or that's just a concern, let's go for it, and everybody interact with everybody. Be friends, know each other. This is the new now, like everything is virtual. And we create connections virtually now. So this is where it's at. Um, Mom, I want to see what? Mom, I want to see American School Book. Do you have any? No, maybe when Michelle comes next time, but a lot of the kids now, they don't have books like that. They use tablets. So see, she carries a big not a big tablet, but she carries a notebook that's electronic now, because a lot of the stuff is in there, and they trying to eliminate the books because the books were so heavy for our kids, you know, with those big book bags on their backs and all that. So a lot of, and then since COVID, a lot of it went virtual. So a lot of it's still virtual to this day. Mom, why in my mind several questions coming? Is it good or bad? You know why it's a lot of questions in your mind? Because that's what happens with an inquisitive mind. When you're narrowed down, right? Listen to me carefully, people. When your mind is narrowed down because of your culture, because of where you're at in life, right? Because of the people around you that are also not as broad minded as some other folks, then you, if you have a mind that's inquisitive, if you have a mind that's curious, then you're going to want to know things. But you're so limited around. But you can go to, the good thing now is that you can go to the internet within your limits, of course, because of what you have, you know, Wi-Fi or the access that India can get into certain places to find things out. And that's what comes with narrow-mindedness. Right now you're learning, okay. I'm old school person. All right. Me too. Very old school, you know. But I believed ever since I was a kid. I used to read. I always read. Back then, there was no computers. There was no laptops. There was no cell phones. There was none of that. Back then, you had to read, and that was what was amazing, was reading books, getting that book every month from the book club, you know, and then, or when you was in school, they would sell books, and they bring the little catalog, and you would pick a book or two books, you know. I used to enjoy that because I was a reader. I've been illiterate. I live between illiterate people. Oh, that's sad. Hola. Hi. Here, nobody goes to school. Only rich people afford education. Oh, that's sad. I still like to read my books. Yeah, me too, Nick. I love to read. I got books still. Right there, I got a little collection of books, mainly motivational right now, and devotionals and inspirationals. I like, it's always good to have motivational and inspirational, especially biblical. My Bible for me, you know, that's the number one book. I don't care about no other books. They all could burn except for that one. But I also, to add to that and have some diversity in your mind, because you can't not even be narrow-minded even about that. You have to be diverse and broad-minded. Then I have other books that I love to read. And yeah, reading is good. You know, reading is part of imagination. Reading was what used to take us there, you know, back in the day when we didn't have nothing else. Reading would take us somewhere, you know. That hence the book The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, because when you would read it, it would take you there somewhere else in your mind. So that book really is old, and it really came out before any of this technology was in place, and so it helped people to imagine. Okay. Hi, it's been a long time. Hey, X-Man, what's up? How you been? Welcome back. Mom, why India is such a poor country? Well, you know, and it could be rich if they weren't so narrow-minded. That's the thing. When you're narrow-minded and you don't allow the times to catch up with you and take you where the times are going, you're going to stay stagnant in that place that you stood, whatever that place may be. And so that's why countries, they, because they don't allow themselves to go with where they're going, where everything else is going. How am I going to attend your wedding? I guess I'm going to attend it virtually. You're going to have to call me, babes, if they let you. I know it's hard. Right, Nikki. Online, you see, yes, I believe in the Bible too. Amen, Robert. And it's okay. We can talk about it. I don't push nothing down. My beliefs. I'm not enforcing them. I'm just saying them so that if anybody wants to talk about it or have something that they want to add to why they believe in it too, then it's okay. You see, everybody has their opinion and everybody has the right to believe in what they want to believe. I believe in the Bible. I always preach it. I always go by it as best as I can and try to come as close to it as possible. Because I understand in my heart of hearts what has helped me to continue on this walk of life without too many hiccups has been that. Has been reading my word and obeying by it and obeying my God that I believe in. See, it's what you believe in that helps you. Mom, tell the difference between Republic and Democrat. I don't understand, but I asked several times. It's just what they believe in. Here again. Everything has to be about what you believe in. The Republicans believe in one thing and the Democrats believe in another. The Republicans, allegedly, this is not me saying it, this is just me alleging what everybody believes, allegedly, is that therefore, higher taxes to lower for the people that pay higher taxes, for the, elite, for the people that, have more moolah and are more blue collared, right? And then the Democrats allegedly are for the minority, are for the people, are for, all the different diverse systems, if you will. And so they have different beliefs. That's why they're two different parties. Hi, it's June 28th. I gotta go though. Bye, X-Man. See you, sweetheart. You gotta wanna break out the box. You gotta wanna. You gotta wanna. Because if you stay the same and you stay stagnant and you stay in the same place, you're not gonna go along with the times. The times is gonna leave you behind and you're gonna be, okay, you're gonna be living, you're just gonna be existing. Hi, lovely baby mama. Hi, Ernest. Thank you, Nikki, for the hearts, babe. What you don't understand, mama? Hmm? What you don't understand? The Democratic parties? Yeah, that's just politics, If you're into politics, you're into politics. If you're not into politics, you're not into politics. If you stay in one place, you become that place. Amen. I already told you the Republicans believe in one thing and bring one thing to the table, mainly for the upper society, for the people of more means, for people with bigger houses and more taxes to give them breaks, allegedly. Okay, they also have other things that they allegedly, here again, will be bringing for the regular community. But the Democrats allegedly are for the minorities, which is not the majorities. But now the majority is the minority, and the minority is the new majority. Why? Because there's more minority than majority because of the way the economy is and because of the things that are happening. So it's flipping. But we're not in a democratic country now. We're in a Republican country because the president that won is a Republican. So whatever they're imparting and the impartation is that. Hi guys, sorry, that was somebody calling me. No, you have not offended me at all, Robert. And that's why I give all trolls a chance. Anybody that knows me knows that I give all my little trolls when they first come in. They come in trolling, and I get it. I get trolls. I trust me. I understand what trolls are about. And it's like a euphoria for trolls, to come into these rooms and start trolling people. But once they see and realize what I'm about, what my channel's about, it's heartfelt and it gets to them, then now it changes them. At least it changes them in this room. You're not a troll, okay? All right. We call you guys trolls, though. And it could be a girl too, but we call y'all trolls, right? Because y'all come into the rooms, the chat rooms at first, throwing out whatever it is you're throwing. Some are throwing, little flirty sexual things. Some are throwing roasting the host, or, spamming the chat with some crazy random stuff. We call them trolls. We call y'all trolls. Sorry, but that's what we call it. That's the definition of a troll in the chat room. But no, Robert, welcome, 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 and I'm so glad you have been here, sticking around with us, because you can see that we're. Look at Alan, look at Alan. See, that's a troll right there. Alan, what's up, trolly? He said, "Did you flick your bean last night?" It's okay, Robert. We're good. Hey. Hey. Hi, Con. What's up, sweetheart? Are you okay? This is a cute little blouse. It's going to be white. It's going to be cute. I'm from India. Okay. I got friends in India. My girls, they're like my daughters, my Indian daughters that live in India. And so yeah, they're here. Wow, that's a nice blouse. Thank you. I like to wear white. I love to wear white in the summer months mainly, because it's so hot and sticky and muggy. But we're gonna get those hot months. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, please, everybody that comes through. Hit the like button. Hey, Louis. How are you, sweetheart? White is your go-to, Nikki? I love white, mama. I got a lot of white. I love white. I'm talking about when you have something white on, right? Doesn't it make you feel like crispy and like so, like, I don't know, white does it for me. White, the color white and the color black. Oh my god, I got so much black. I'm trying to throw in a little color here and there, but it's either black or white. It's gorgeous, right? Yeah, it is. Much love to you too, Robert. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate you. I hope you go back and look at some of my videos. If you don't have nothing better to do, which I know we all do, you could go and binge on some of my long form videos. And you can also check out my shorts videos, that is. Much love. My nails and toes stay white. Ah, Nikki. I love white too, but I wear white, but it was just hilarious. You made me think of, inevitably thinking about the white toes and nails at the Diddy party. So yeah, but I love toes that are white and nails that are white. It looks good. It looks amazing. But I also like glitter. I love, like the glittery ones. I love those too. No more school for you, Louis. Yay! Congratulations, Louis. How's mom and dad? And what grade did you pass to? Not your short shorts. No. Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. Remember that one? If you care for short shorts, Nair for short shorts. That was the Nair. It was like a cream that you would put on your legs, and you didn't have to shave because it would just knock off all the hair off your skin. Imagine how strong that sucker was. Seventh grade next year. All right, congratulations. You're a middle schooler. Okay. Congratulations. I'm a dress girly. Yeah, I love dressing girly, babes. Yeah, I like dressing girly. I don't like. I never was like a tomboy. I never was a tomboy. I always was girly, and I like girly, girly stuff. And I like jewelry, even though I don't wear it as much now, but I do have jewelry that I like to wear jewelry. When I was younger, I used to wear it more, way more. But yeah. Let's see, what time is it? 9? Yeah, because today I gotta go run some errands. Mommy Grippo, I should have respected your room, but instead I was so focused on you looking beautiful in that dress. Robert, you're crazy. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hi, Mama. Wow, you so gorgeous. Damn, I wish I sleep next to you. See what I mean? Oh, man. Thank you, Ernest. He said he wish he sleeps next to me. Oh, Lord. But you know what? It's okay, guys. I mean, it is what it is. And that is me just looking crazy today. But pretty soon, I don't really blow my hair out that much in the summer because it's so hot. But I love blowing out my hair. You'll see it in the other videos how nice when my girl does it. Oh, I miss my girl that does my hair. But it's not worth doing it now because of the heat, the moisture, it just... But today, I gotta go show some apartments. And I got to show a warehouse. I mean, I have to put down my honest opinion. Okay. Yes, to thine own self be true. And we have to be truthful to thine own self and to everybody else. And I appreciate you. I thank you. I'm flattered by all the compliments. Yes, I'm a realtor. I've been a realtor going on 20 years now. So I've been doing real estate for a long time. When the market crashed, when the market picked back up, when the market goes down, up, down, we're strictly commission. If we don't sell, we don't get paid. So, but thank be to God, I've managed to survive all these years with God's help throughout the economy changes and doing other odds and end jobs too, And the Lord has brought me this far. I'm not no young chicken, even though I look like a young chicken. But anyways, yeah, guys. And yeah, I'm gonna come back on live later on. For now, I'm gonna have to go, but I want to thank everyone for being in the live, and I'll see you guys later.